I love my Tesla Model 3, but straight from the factory, it's a pretty basic car. However, there are so many accessories out there that can improve the look and function of the car, all without breaking the bank. Here's a quick list of things that if you're getting a Model 3 or already have one, I think you should really consider getting. First off, a tempered glass screen protector. I don't usually get a screen protector for my devices. I mean, like pretty much none of mine actually have one. Not my phone, tablet, laptop, whatever. But with a car, I mean, think about it. You're going to be keeping this thing for a lot longer than, you know, your iPad or phone or whatever. At least for most people, longer than that. So, probably important that you protect that screen because that is probably one of the most vulnerable parts in your car. So, you know, go ahead and put a screen protector on that so that, you know, in case there's a scratch or something, all you have to do is just replace the screen protector and not the display. On top of that, as some of you may have noticed, the screen on the car is very prone to fingerprints. This thing actually prevents, or not prevents, it reduces fingerprints on your car. So if you don't like fingerprints on your screen, that's another reason to consider it. Alright, second, we got a wireless charging pad. Now, if you have one of the newer Teslas, I believe it's 2021 and up, you won't actually need this because you already have a wireless charging pad built into your car. But for those of us who have the older ones, like mine is in 2019, your car actually just has a rubber pad out of the factory that doesn't actually have wireless charging. Now, I mean, you can route cables through the charging area that would, you know, you can charge your phone with cables, but it's not as convenient. I got this little rubber pad that has wireless charging built into it that replaces the stock pad. I mean, it's just a rubber pad. Like, so you take the old one out, put the new one in. There are these cables you got to route through and plug it in the back of the pad, but I mean, it looks stock. Like, if you looked at this pad and, you know, didn't realize that I put a wireless charging pad in there, you would think it's the stock one. It looks very similar. And my phone stays on it just fine. I just place my phone on it, it starts charging, I get going, and then when I'm done, I just pick it up and put it in my pocket. I'm good to go. Alright, next up we got some wide angle mirrors. So, you don't really have to get ones that are meant for the Tesla. The ones I got are just generic ones I found on Amazon, and I'll have links below, by the way, to all these things I'm talking about here. Yeah, I mean, it's not even made for the car, but it looks stock. It fits just right. I've actually had these on my past cars too, but this thing has been a game changer for me. The stock mirrors on the Tesla are really small. And having these wide angle mirrors at least helps me see a little more in my blind spot. So if you don't like to rely on the blind spot cameras on the car, which you shouldn't be, because there's a lot of times when they don't turn on for me, these mirrors really do the trick. So you can still see in your blind spot without having to rely on the cameras. Alright, another one that's probably pretty obvious if you've been a car owner before is air freshener. I personally had this stuff from Chemical Guys that is, it's a little strong, but you would just kind of spray that on the floor mats in your car, you know, probably about once every 2 weeks or so, and the scent will stay there for the most part. Just depends on how bad the smell is in your car, but for me, like, I don't really have to spray too often. I just do it, you know, about every 2 weeks, and it's fine. Alright, next up we got a cup holder expander. I don't think there's really an official name for it, I just came up with that. But basically it's a little adapter that you put into the cup holder in your car. And yeah, the cup holders in the Tesla Model 3 are really tiny. That's one of the things I don't like about the car. They're really small. I have, you know, this little tumbler that I like to put my water in that I drink throughout the day. And this thing's a little too big for the cup holders in the Tesla, so I put this little adapter in my cup holders, and then I can actually fit this in there, and it fits almost perfectly. Now, the one that I got does not have like any sort of padding on the bottom of it, you know, where the bottom of this tumbler would go. So I actually got these coasters off Amazon for my office, but then they happened to be the perfect size to fit into that adapter. So I will link both the coasters and the adapter in the description below. All right, and then the last one I got for this list is metal foot pedals. So basically the Tesla Model 3 Performance comes with these, but then there are third-party manufacturers that make about the same thing. I think it feels better. Like the ones I got, at least, they feel better, have a better grip. And they look better too. I think they have a nicer look, and they do have black ones as well. So if you kind of want to keep the same look you have, you can get black ones and they'll still feel better. But yeah, the stock ones are very rubbery, just kind of cheap feeling, and they don't cost very much. I think they're like $10. But yeah, I'll have those linked below as well. All right, well guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more Tesla videos or just tech videos in general, keep watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.